Hello, my name is Andy and I am the Village Idiot, a man with a car and a GoPro and an unhealthy amount of time on my hands. It looks like it's going to rain today. There's certainly some water in the air. I don't have my coat on me at the moment, but the raincoat is in the car, and if I need to use it, I'm not afraid. It'll be the first time you've seen it since I started wearing my high-vis, actually, thinking about it. I always used to film videos wearing my raincoat. Anyway, today I'm back in the East Riding of Yorkshire, and it feels so good to be back as well. It's been a while since I've been up here. And today's parish features something you ain't going to find everywhere. I'm currently walking up a path towards what looks like a bridge, but this bridge is a little bit more than a bridge. If I turn the camera around, you'll see what I mean. There you have it. There's a river to the right. There's also a river to the left. In this place, two major rivers meet each other. That's the River Derwent. That's the River Ouse. And this thing is a tidal barrage. Now, I know absolutely nothing about what a tidal barrage does, but while I'm here, I'm certainly going to find out, as well as explore everything else within the parish of Barmby on the Marsh. So I've been here once before in my life, only the one time, and it was only really a fleeting visit, so I don't really know much about the place. But one thing I've definitely noticed since I've been here is on the main street, the high street, whatever this road is called, the houses are very unique. There's no two houses which look the same. They all look different in their own way. Certainly no following the crowd out here. Apart from this churchyard, the main cemetery in Barmby is out towards Asselby. We'll see that in a little while. I have to stop there so I can take a shot of the village sign for the thumbnail, so while I'm there I will make sure I get to the main cemetery too. it'll never cease to amaze me, no matter where I go filming, that villages tend to have farmhouses. This one in front of me here is called Fairfield Farmhouse, and properties which were former mills. I've seen a couple of old mills on South Street. It just seems like everywhere you go, you're always going to encounter them. It's just a fact of living in rural England, I think. Okay, so we're almost done here. It's not a very big village, Barmby on the Marsh. There's really one more thing to see, and that's the cemetery that I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to drive along the road now towards Astleby, catch the cemetery, and obviously get the village sign as well while I'm there. There is one thing I would just like to talk about though, and you won't be able to see it because it's way too far away, but if I turn the camera around here, just outside the school, it just looks like an expanse of fields and farmland basically, which it is. But up there, somewhere, there is a Yorkshire water waste treatment plant, which it falls within Barmby on the Marsh's boundaries, but to get to it, you can't get to it from the main village. You have to go through Astleby and through Nedlington, turn left before you reach Howden, up to the A63, and then there's a road which leads you to it from there. It falls within Barmby on the Marsh, but it's a long way up there to try and access that. So I just thought I'd get that in at this point, seeing as we're very close to the end of the video. So now I'm heading that way to catch the cemetery. I think it's a reasonable assumption that most of the graves in here are fairly recent. There aren't that many of them. Just looking around, I can count less than 20, and they all seem to be fairly recent deaths as well. There's nothing that's pre-2000, and I think the earliest one I've seen is 2003. So this is clearly a burial ground that's been created quite recently. And sitting as it does on the edge of Barmby on the Marsh village, that will do us for the parish of Barmby on the Marsh. It's a very lovely place. It's very quiet. It's eerily quiet in places, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's certainly a lovely place to be. It's a nice place to walk around. There's quite a few different styles of houses here, aren't there? Plenty of different periods shown on the high street. And it's unique in that it has a tidal barrage where two rivers meet. And just generally, I think it's a wonderful part of the East Riding. It's out on a limb really, because you can only get to this via one road, and there's only one way in and one way out pretty much, unless you're prepared to try and swim across the Derwent or the Ouse, but I wouldn't recommend either. So yeah, this has been the parish of Barmby on the Marsh, and I've been the Village Idiot, and I'm out.